Yeah, no kidding. And there's more leaves out here, right? Yeah, well. Oh, for fuck's sakes. I'm really here. You better put those wherever, okay, right now. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed with. I'd like to say I'm drunk, and I wish I was. I actually, my eyes are bothering me. I've been on screen the better part of the day.
Right.
And I just am a little overwhelmed. But, so, where's the thingy on it? So, the bottom line is, yeah, we are online. We have an online class. It's, Lorene can get into it. You can get into it. Ryan can get into it. I know Kelly can. And, everybody can see me and I can hear everybody. Like, what more do we want? So, we are up and rolling. Sorta, or something. Don't move the vehicle yet. I've got to move that thing off of there. There's my foot. I think it's incredible that Ron, he said he's got one that should work. Oops. Nobody's open. It's not out there. I don't know what we're going to do if we actually need something. I talked to a few places today and I said, well, we're going to moving to online, but then again, we're not sure about our deliveries because, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know what is ahead of for everything.
Or you can do it the other way. But if you want,
He was pretty good.
We're out for a drive right now.
Okay.
That was really good.
And then we'll go home and watch Star Trek. And somewhere along the line, I'm going to produce this video too. You know what? That is really bizarre. I hope you're okay with this. I really like Ryan. I actually do. You know, he's got a few moments that and you know, he's really actually quite genuine. Maybe that's why I kind of stay connected with Liliel. She's genuine. Yeah. So, Daddy just laughed. I was going to say silly, but you get the idea. And that whole thing with Star Trek. I'm going to call you Chekhov from now on. You do know that. He didn't do a bad Chekhov voice.
That's good.
Can you do a Chekhov voice?
I used to.
I know you did. And actually, if anybody was possibly Chekhov, it might have been you. Well, you've been
said that for years.
Well, you've been replaced. They said
Makes me Sulu.
Well, no, I said.
Well, maybe it doesn't.
You know,
We're still part of the workshop. And we're still
sometimes
dealing with the virus.
I understood it when he was a kid.
Stuff.
He might have been a Spock. At this point in his life, you're Chekhov.
About a learning curve.
I hope you're with that. Lorene was doing the Next Generation of
meaning she wants to
know
be
that,
Spock, but she's, trust me, she's not a Spock.
No.
So I said to Ryan,
Never thought
she's
that
there doing the hand sign. I said, no, I don't know.
Tiberius
We can
would
make her
end up
into
feeling like
Laura.
Picard, but I sure
He liked that one too. You never know. Maybe we can.
Yeah, since watching that, I
never
Kelly
did
did not like
Yeoman
that
Rand.
character.
Yeoman
I
Rand.
thought even then I didn't like the fact he was
Oh, she did. Yeah, but somebody could bring her back.
Christian.
I don't know.
That's what they do with Tasha Yar.
What?
That's what they do with Tasha Yar. They kill her off and bring her back.
Well, the new Star Trek. Who am I?
I don't know who any of us are.
Who would you think I might be?
Well, I don't think you're the captain.
Oh, I think I'm Picard. If I'm anybody,
So do you?
I think I'm still Picard. And it's because
I like being the boss.
yeah, well he does, but he's also kind of he doesn't want a lot of kids around.
Who does?
Well, and he sort of is floundering at the best of moments. And at this point in my life, at my age, I'm floundering. I don't see myself as any of those others on there. But you know, maybe I'm Picard still. That's cool, because then he's got to have a number one. Who's going to be the number one?
I'll be number one.
Are you going to be number one? You know, you actually would sit with that right now, even with your health.
Yep.
You could sit with that feeling. And the other, oh look, it's RCMP. They're all over the place. According to Ryan, they are everywhere. It's because of the pandemic, isn't it? Well, anyway. No, I was going to say go that way, because that's a drive out, and we miss all those lights, and we just drive for a bit. So anyway, and in the new Star Trek, who on earth would she be? I actually could place her as the empath.
Deanna Troy.
I could place Lorene in that role, because that's kind of her role to me right now. She's just this encouraging of, well, you know,
Right.
and then she'll say something that I'll go, holy mackerel, you're right. So, who does Ryan get to be in the new one?
Worf,
Who?
the Klingon.
Wonder if he's gonna like that. He's not Gordy.
No.
You know, he just might be. Okay, so anyway, with all of that, he was okay with this. I said to him, I can't do it this week, or I've got to do the bread thing. He said, well, I don't know, I won't be in the morning if you want to drop off. I said, don't worry, we're going to get this together, I have to do that. But you're not up to doing that pickup point. You're not. You sit in the vehicle, back up a vehicle, and I do it all. Ryan could pull it off with me. And all I want him to do is to grab stuff. Just, you know, don't be rude, but we're just going to pack this down, and I know what I think I want for any distribution. And other than that, pack stuff that you think you need. And you are there to pack and carry. And is that bad? See what I mean? There's cops everywhere. Is it bad to say that I inducted him into the church? I think this is nobody knows yet. Going to Gwen Vaughn.
Oh, it's fine.
We can't do what I want to do in waves. We can't. If we talked, we can put the two tables together.
Gary used to say that,
and I don't know what the power of the figurines, but somebody can run the camera. Somebody can do the narration. Somebody can move the figurines. I mean, Gary used to say things. I told Ryan today. I said, I don't know if you're going to get this scripture reference. Well, it's fine. That one's fine. Don't muzzle the ox. And I went, what? That means that we have a power source. Because I've only got so much battery. That's what it boils down to. So if we were there for the good hour or so, and we got a power source, you don't, and we will and should have Wi-Fi. Whoever's helping, because we're right at the building. That's actually indigenous anyway. I mean, it isn't just indigenous. If I bring my scripture. So he said, yeah. So he's on board, meaning I would have to get up. I would go get him, and we would go down there. That would mean that I would need him by 9:30 or thereabouts. We don't have you on board. He can sit and have a cigarette in the van. We go do whatever. I think I want to plan it for next week, but right now we're going to plan for meeting at Waves for Saturday, and we'll go to Waves. We'll do that. We have not started doing this whole other kooky thing of doing a video, but I'm not too worried about that. If we can get online, we're happening. So, my other thing, I've scheduled with Zoom a regular meeting at 1 o'clock on Sundays now. They will waive my 40-minute time limit and give me 1 hour. Okay? If I do a scheduled regular meeting. So, I scheduled it. So, 1 o'clock on Sunday, we are on Zoom. That means you're on your computer, I'm on mine, Ryan's at home. This is what we're doing. So I'll bring this up with them when I get to it. It's in the course of the last month or so. Anyway, but take this today, my next thoughts. There's been some really bad stuff going on. A lot of people's servers aren't working. Not just because everybody's aligned him. I really do believe they're rolling out 5G. And that's what's affecting a lot of things. So I think the world is going to change dramatically while we're all theoretically stuck in our houses. And I don't know, Ron's computer
Got a camera to talk about earlier.
We were assuming it's dead.
Yeah.
What's gone? Motherboard's let out.
Okay, so I'm not getting anything up.
I've got the HP. I mean, it's a good thing I bought it. If we can get it up and running, I've got the extra backup. And other than that, I probably still need another unit. I'm expecting that Steve is going to call me sooner or later. And then he would be the person to talk to. There's another guy in town that's been at this for 30 years. And he's the one who said that he thought that the thing wasn't seated properly. The video card. He said, no, you should have got screen. You should have got screen. And I said, really? Well, he said, no. He said, well, where's it been? I said, well, I brought it home. I know I've moved it around a few times. He said, I bet you things jiggled loose. So if you've had it up there and jiggled it, it's jiggled back into place. He said, it can be sometimes like the older units, that tricky.
Yeah, no kidding. And
So
there's more
other
leaves
than
out
that,
there, right?
Steve may or may not call, and if not,
Yeah,
this guy may have another backup unit. And right now, the way everybody's that freaked with income, I'm sure things won't cost what they do or did.
Oh,
But
for
there
fuck's
is
sakes.
no technology in the Fraser Valley
I'm really
available.
here.
That's where we're at.
I'm feeling a little overwhelmed.
Ryan is having issues trying to get his phone cards
I'd like
done.
to say I'm drunk.
He said,
I wish I was.
there's nobody there.
I actually, my eyes are bothering me.
There's nowhere to go.
Screen.
So he bought these damn cards, has to get them activated. He says, now what do I do?
But
Yeah, so we're going to go back through Stallo.
where's the thingy
Why
on
are we
it?
going this way?
so the
Well,
bottom
we
line
can do it
is
this way.
yeah.
It was just as
We're
easy
on
the other way,
we're
but
on.
let's do it this way. So you know how to put that in? Okay, well then I will just leave it up there for the moment, and then we'll sort of see where it goes. I don't know, I called all over the place today for that too. Nobody knows, well, nobody's got it, or because all of those sections of stores are closed. And London Drugs is open, but only the pharmacy. That's it. Could you not get that at, say, Shoppers Drug Mart? No? Oh. Because, see, at least Shoppers would be open with better parts of the
London Drugs, yeah, Shoppers.
But
yeah.
London Drugs is closed, and you
Yeah.
can only go through the pharmacy. Apparently, there's a booming. See, look at the cops. See what I mean? Like, it's just overwhelming. Having said all of that, again, it seems to me strange that during a pandemic, there's a booming business in home food delivery. This would not seem to be, to me, the time that I would want to do takeout.
For me, this would be the perfect time.
What?
For me, it would be the perfect time.
No, it's not. You have no idea who's preparing it, who's delivering it, who's...
I don't have to worry about 30 or 40 people sitting around.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily be going out for a meal, but I sure wouldn't be bringing it in. It's just... That was another conversation we had today. Was this thing about...
Building.
Just
I don't
odd.
think there's a table there.
Anyway,
Let's
okay, but we'll get the feel for it. Or maybe we can get the feel for something else. Bonnie, I don't think is going to let us into the interpreter center. Because of the way I understand it, they've shut it down. So, all I can think of is this. And Lorene is not at the Portables on Monday. They closed that. That's why they had to go virtual. But it does strike me that we might be able to pull off this here. I wonder who's here late. Why they? There is a table. There's a table. Okay, if you pull in up here, I'm going to walk up there. And then I'm going to find out if there's plug-in. Okay, here. Take pictures of me. Have fun.
Yeah.
There. Turn off the fucking
You haven't given me time, dear.
Well, you're running a bad thing there too, you know. Don't run it the whole way. Me. We got power there, we got table, we got covered area, and it is somewhat sheltered from the wind. I know that.
Is there a coffee machine?
No, we're gonna have to bring that.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I think this will work.
I think. Me. We got power there, we got table, we got covered area, and it is somewhat sheltered from the wind. I know that.
Is there a coffee machine?
No, we're gonna have to bring that.
Oh, okay.
Okay? I think this is as good as going to one bond. I think we can't do what I want to do in waves. We can't.
Yeah.
We can put the two tables together. I can put that little thing out. We can play with the figurines. Somebody can run the camera. Somebody can do the narration. Somebody can move the figurines. I mean, we're happening.
Right.
Okay, now, well,
Waiting for you to move that camera off there.
well, it's fine. That one's fine. And that means that we have a power source. Because I've only got so much battery on this.
Yeah.
So if we were there for the good hour or so, we got a power source. And we will and should have Wi-Fi. Because we're right at the building. And if I bring my computer, I can't remember what login is, but my computer's got it coded.
Sulu, okay?
Well, so
No, I said to Ryan,
I don't know. Should I be calling somebody and asking permission, or just do it?
Sometimes McCoy, the way I understood it when he was a kid.
Well,
He
sometimes
might
it's
have
better to
been
just
a
do something and ask.
spot. This point in his
plead
life.
innocence later, right?
Your check.
Somebody is in the smokehouse.
I hope you're with that.
Lorene
Somebody's
was
in there,
doing the
'cause it's
hand sign,
running.
meaning she wants to be Spock, but
But
I don't
trust me,
think
she's
that
not
we're going
Spock.
to bother anybody
So
in
I
that
said
area.
to Ryan,
We're not
but
coming
she's
in there doing the
inside.
hand sign.
I said,
We're
no,
keeping our
no.
distance.
We can
and
make her into you,
This is
girl.
all part and parcel.
You like that?
If we're going to pull it off, we've got to do this within the next week. Because by rights, that's where the authority probably well, maybe it doesn't dissipate. We're still part of the workshop and we're still dealing with the virus stuff. Yeah, anyway. Talk about a learning curve. We're going to go home and watch Star Trek The Next Generation of all damn things. You know that, don't you?
Yep.
Never thought that Tiberius would end up feeling like Picard, but I sure do. Got that sense watching that. I never did not like that character. I thought even then I didn't like the fact he was bald. He looked like, you know, I don't know, Christian or Trudeau, and I wasn't sure about all that. But having said that, he always had this sort of, yeah, I'm really on a learning curve. Like all the way through in that series. Picard was like on this ongoing learning curve. He knew what he was supposed to do. He knew what the routine was. He was good at what he did. Now he was thrown into this other situation. Yeah, anyway, okay, well, I'll just work with the fact that yes, that's should message Ryan and say actually it was him. He was the one who was babbling about going over to the lodge or something. He said, we could always go over by the lodge because there's still one shelter there. And that's when it suddenly went, oh, we don't need that. We've got the patio. Try that again. Like, and
So that was
I
it.
just never.
Guts.
Yeah, try that one. What did you just say?
I don't think I can do it, Captain.
Well, okay, now try Chekhov.
Oh, God. I've not done Russian for a long time. It's good to be Russian. They invented everything.
Now say it in that voice. I don't think I can do it, Captain.
Don't think I can't do it in Chekhov's.
You do it in
voice.
Chekhov's.
God, I got-
You are Chekhov, repossessed by Scotty's dead ghost. You are an ancient and aging Chekhov, possessed
in
by
a Scotsman's body.
by Scotty's voice.
It's not easy.
You know-
I don't think I can do it, Captain.
Just,
It
just
might
now,
work.
It's in the course of last month or so.
It's not working.
But today,
You know what?
there's been some really bad stuff
like
going
Tim,
on.
how you are.
A lot of people.
That I don't think I can do it, Captain.
Service
It's
aren't
really
working.
kind of appropriate.
Not just because everybody's aligned to
Not funny.
I really do
Oh,
think
hell,
we're
it's
going out.
hysterical. You've been replaced by some kind of Data who is like your replacement, but he's 6 feet tall, okay? Oh my God. I'm just not sure how we're going to craft Lorene into Yara. I'm still working out that.
It's not gonna work.
Well, then who else is she going to have to be?
Who gets killed?
That was mean. Like I said, she could be that empath thing because she does have that kind of. Never mind. I don't know. This is over and aboard and apart from Loleel and Tam and Kaib's. Okay, this is my own way of dealing with humorously how bad life is. I'm now going to tell you something on tape. This is going to be the strangest video we ever watch.
Probably.
When I got married, who did and what did I marry? Don't name him.
I'm not sure what you married.
Yeah, I know. It was from a different planet, and it was an alien, and it was
Uncivilized.
yes. If
Should have used the prime directive and left it alone.
I got married at the Pentecostal tab that was, you know what it looked like? All red and all that, and the whole bit, and I'm standing there in my mother's high heels, which I still own that I can't find in the house, but anyway. And Martin decided to preach during the ceremony. Now, for what it's worth, when Elmer got going, he didn't stop.
No.
So we stood there for about half an hour to 40 minutes. We stood there. Jenny and who was the best man? I can't even. Oh, Clarence. Clarence went to sleep. He was Dutch. He had this great ability to stand there, close his eyes, and he was nodding. We were all standing there. And my feet, I couldn't feel my feet. That's how bad Ryan is having issues trying to get his phone cards done. I mean, I didn't have a zip problem, but there's nobody there. Wherever he deals and everything, there's nowhere to go. I was saying through my so he bought these damn cards, has to get them activated. He says, now what do I do?
The only one.
I kept repeating to myself, I'm Captain James. Yeah, so we're going to go back through Stallo. It's fine. Why are we going this way? I am not making this story. Well, we can do it this way. That is bizarre when you think of it. You are grinning. I know you are. So, and that's what I did. I just kept saying you know how to put that in and over and over in my head, and kept thinking. Because Logan came, she's there at the ceremony. She's sitting just directly behind me, and I'm trying to send her messages. And I said to her later I think we got a train coming in. I said to her later at whatever, at the reception, I said, you know how bad that was? She said, I know. She said, don't worry, I was standing straight. Okay, well, you know, I just find it's really odd that at this point in my life I'm doing that again. I am.
Captain Jean-Luc?
No. Tiberius Kirk revisited, but I've been repossessed too by Picard. I don't know. And we're just. Ryan liked my stories. I told him a couple of Star Trek stories. So he said, when we were kids, we used to play Star Trek. There were these girls. We figured it out that we'd ended up on the wrong planet and we'd been stuck in these kid bodies. And he really liked these ideas. I said, they're great plot lines. They'd be great. So anyway, okay, well, we're here now. And it's raining, and I think it's going to rain tomorrow. You don't have to put that in tonight, okay?
Try that out,
Like,
maybe
just
change it up or something like that too.
there. We are at Virtual Cultural Night.
I guess a long week for everything.
I've got to get
So
his
far,
phone number
my son, he got hurt
because
yesterday, so
I
ran
would
to the
pull
emergency.
up and do a
And
song.
then I woke up today and I was feeling a little
And
bit
he's doing
ill today.
he's
But,
doing this on his own
it's
time
feeling
too.
a bit better. I just gotta eat
There's something incredible
liquids,
about that.
etc.
That's how
And,
he's got that much passion.
Hopefully,
But then again, that's
everyone's enjoying
kind of like
the power
me
night.
and the other stuff.
And
the language.
I'll pass the phone to Sadie so she can hold it.
Okay.
And,
I don't have a phone
yeah,
to
and then we will
screen
sing our,
people.
try our new song.
So I could run
All
there.
right. Thanks a lot. Here's Wild River in the house. Take
Oh, I know these guys. You gonna turn that light on behind you? Yeah, I don't have one of these phones to. He called in last week. I watched some of this because his live feeds you can replay. No, don't pull on his tail. Just pat him. I'm gonna put this on pause for a moment. You could lean forward and pat him. Because you know what, Tim? He may not be here in 2 weeks.
Are you all right, Captain? Captain? Captain, are you all right? Captain, are you all right? Where am I, number one? Aboard the Stargazer,
Are you
sir.
patting the Dwinkie? Oh, that's
The
good.
sphere you destroyed has been controlling your Bok. Where is Bok? Removed from command. Placed under guard for his act of personal vengeance.
Arnie got
Means there was
ill.
no profit in it.
Do you want to hear this story?
In revenge, there never
What?
is.
No,
No, you said no, right?
no, I didn't.
Arnie got probably ill in October.
And the past.
I noticed it about the 1st of December. You see how, like the end of October, like 30 days. And I said, what's going on?
Leave me home, my guy.
Arnie was gone on the 1st of April. Literally the 1st of April. I noticed Samson in the last week. Although within the last 2 weeks, I thought, oh, losing weight. That, which I thought had to do with me saying to you, watch the foodstuffs.
Captain's log, stardate 41590.
So right now we're March.
Having dropped off Councillor Troy
I'm looking at
Starbase
June.
G6 for a shuttle visit home, we were fortunately close to the Sigma 3 solar system
And
when its Federation colony
The
transmitted
ride is not fun, Tim.
An accidental explosion has
I'm going to tell you
devastated
right
the
now, it
mining
ain't
operation.
fun. It will happen.
I kept repeating to myself, I'm packing 15
if I don't do what I did with
It's
Arnie.
5-year mission.
I am not making this story. It's not a good ride.
That is bizarre when you think of you are greeting. I know
your
you
best
are.
bet, I would
And
say
that's
to
what I
you,
did. I just kept saying it over him,
as
over in my head, and kept
not
thinking.
just pulling his
Because
heel.
Logan King, she's there at the ceremony.
Give him
She's
as
sitting
much
just directly behind me, and I think, okay, I'm trying to send her messages. And I said to her later at, I think we got a train coming. I said to her later at,
What did we have here?
whatever, at the reception.
He's not as old as
How bad that was. She said, I
from the
know.
first.
She said, don't worry, I was standing straight. Okay, well, you know, I just find it's really odd that at this point in my life I'm doing that again. I am.
Shields and deflectors out, sir.
Captain John Luke.
No. Tiberius Kirk revisited, but I've been repossessed too by Picard. I don't know. And we're just. Ryan liked my stories. I told him a couple of Star Trek stories. So, he said, when we were kids, we used to